everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. We are at the Norwegian Sea once again, trying to get that money. So we are up to 34.7. I did buy another 5-hour boat ticket. So we are here at the mouth of the fjord. We may have to move once the tide starts moving. We may have to adjust here. Trying to stay in between the 30 and 40 range for the depth, 30 and 40 meters. Been catching a lot of Pollocks. Let's get this one in and I'll show you real quick. This might be a cusk, possibly. There we go. Yeah, I could tell by the way he was fighting. All right, so on this one I've got the jig. I've been catching a lot. Of cusks on these. Not cusks. Pollocks, which are good silver, good XP. Foam, couple foam rubbers, and a shrimp. The other rod that we're using. Again, same exact setup almost. A different colored foams and then a tiny fish. So we'll play around with both of them. If you don't want to catch those cusks, it's pretty easy. You just don't go all the way to the bottom layer. I hope you guys are doing well. I think I forgot to ask you that. So I did get my Venga back. %, repaired. 0 wear and tear. This is the one that I bought in-game money. The one I'm using now is the one I bought with IRL money. What I did was I kept adding money every month to my Steam account, my wallet, and then once I got enough to buy it, I bought it. And yeah, I don't mind supporting games I like playing, but buying gear is very expensive. You have to buy the gold and then to buy the gear, so. When you go to buy the gold, as you can see, it's not cheap. 500 coins is $800 IRL. It's a lot of money. All right, we're not getting anything, so let's go on down. We're also getting pretty shallow here. I'd like to get some eel pouts or ear pouts. Ear pouts. What are they called? I think they're called ear. There's this one. Oh, it is an eel pout. It's this one, which is the rare one. I think this is a rare one too. This is the one I think is the normal one here. You can catch those from the dock as well without a boat pass. Let's move out a little bit deeper. We'll switch over to our second rod here for a few. This one's a tiny fish and 2 foam rubbers. You do get a lot of saiths on these foams off the bottom. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the eel pouts, which is on the bottom on the foams, or the Pollocks on the Jigmeister, the DC 110, whatever, Jigglemeister, Jiggle Twister, whatever it's called. This thing, Jigmeister, Kraken Jigmeister DC 110. Oh, a little spiny dogfish. We're still in happy hour. I fished earlier for a little bit before I went to the store. Playing around. I didn't put a full hour in, so the happy hour is probably going to be over soon, I would imagine. Guys, don't forget to check out the IRL fishing on the channel if you're interested. See me walking around on the, trying to catch some catfish with a bum hip. I need a hip replacement, but I don't want to do it. 12 weeks sitting at home. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm going to have to, though. I can't. I'm having trouble getting around. I'm lucky, though. My job is sitting in a chair, so it's not affecting my job, but I'm in pain all the time, so I need to just bite the bullet and get it done. I'm trying to wait till winter time when it's not a big deal to not be able to not leave the house, so we'll see how it goes. As long as I can tolerate it. You know, I'm not even taking aspirins right now. The only thing I'm taking is a vitamin B and my blood pressure medicine, but I'm not really taking any kind of aspirin or anything for the pain, so it's tough. I used to take 8 or 10 aspirins a day, but that's not good for you long term either. Small haddock there. Yeah, but my son and I, we went out the past week. This video will probably come out before that video comes out, I would imagine. But I try to schedule out stuff because, like, I'm working 50 hours, 50 some hours the next 3 weeks. So on my days off, I got to make videos and schedule them out in advance. It's the only way I can keep up, because on a 12-hour day, it's really hard to try to make videos and still take care of everything else. So, but if you guys are interested in some of the IRL playlist, there'll be some shorts, and there'll also be like a fishing video. I stopped doing 3-hour fishing videos because I don't think anybody's watching us fish for 3 hours. Maybe people are, so I try to cut them off about an hour now. But we did catch quite a few channels. Most of them were small. You know, we're not professionals. We're just a guy and his son out there trying to catch fish. But we have a father-son contest going 2025. So we get points for every week, and then whoever wins at the end of the year has the most points. So I post the video, and then I post the recap points update the next day. If you're interested, check it out. If not, that's okay too. Do what you like. I think we caught over 30 some catfish yesterday IRL. Again, only about 3 of them were probably big enough to eat. We turned them all loose, but most of them were very small. But we were catching them or missing them pretty much nonstop the whole time we were there. Like I said, we caught over 30. When they're small like that, they are easy to miss. We did see a guy catch like a 25 to 30 pound flathead, but he was across. I would have put it on the channel, but we were across the creek from him. So, a couple nice guys. They sat there for 3 hours and caught one fish, but it was a big one. And I prefer just catching fish, so. Water's still been up kind of, you know. It was also very hot. You know, ideally you want to go probably early morning or during the night for those bigger ones. But I don't know what it is. In my old age, I've gotten allergic to more and more things. And one of the things that give me a lot of problems, like turn into welts, and is really are painful. Not painful is not the right word, but it's more of an itchy nuisance. But I've gotten allergic to mosquito bites, and I don't know. I never used to be. So I'm not sure. But you know, it's hard to go fishing at night in a place like that, because you will get. It's all woods. You'll get throttled with mosquitoes. So I try to go during the day. You know, my son works day shift, so we try to, we go, you know, we left out of here at 9:30. We were, you know, fishing before 11. It is a pretty good drive to that spot. And then we got back here at 3:30. So, you know, 6 hours with about 3 hours of fishing, basically. Again, film-wise, you know, you're only going to see an hour of it. One of the things that happened right after I stopped filming yesterday is I was using some raw chicken with cherry Kool-Aid. I marinated in cherry Kool-Aid overnight, and my pole got ripped into the lake, into the spillway. There we go. That's what we're looking for. But my pole got ripped into the lake, and luckily, whatever it was came off, or it didn't get hooked, because my son was able to grab my rod like 2 or 3 feet from the bank, still floating. So my rod itself was floating, and the hook was bent and the fish was off. But I had it behind some rocks, but it didn't even. I seen it getting a nibble, and I wasn't even concerned because we've been catching so many small ones, and I really almost lost my rod. And I was actually messing with my camera, well, my phone or whatever. I was stopping the film, and I was throwing a spinnerbait around just seeing if I could get some bass. Because in our competition, different fish are worth different points. Catfish are worth 2 points. Now, if they're over 3 pounds, there's a bonus for that. If they're over 5 pounds, and then I think it's 25 pounds or something, I don't know. But we have little, points, but a bass is worth 5 points. There goes our happy hour. So I was he actually spanked me again yesterday. He only caught 1 more fish than me. But again, the way we got the contest set up, you get plus 5 points for the most fish. And then you get plus 5 points for the biggest fish, which he had. And then if you win the day, if you have the most points that day, you get plus 25 points for like the weekly reward. So, yeah, he had a big day yesterday, and he was already in the lead. So I haven't done the points yet. I'll do that when I do the video. That way, I don't mess up the spreadsheet. I got a spreadsheet where I just punch the numbers in, and then I talk about the weather conditions and what we were trying to catch and how we did. So that video plays the day after whatever fishing week that we did. So good times, man. I love hanging out with him. I'm glad he likes doing it. Go ahead and select our next ticket here. I don't like how you select it and it still gives you the message. It'd be nice if that went away after you selected your next ticket, but just trying to remind you. Say that one took a little bit to get something. We'll switch back over to the other setup here. Other sculpin. Again, if you don't want to catch those, just stay off the bottom and you won't get those. I've already got a blue tag, so they're really not very valuable. Once it's daytime again, we'll stop going all the way back to the bottom. I was just trying to go down. The spinies are down there too. The spiny dogfish, those are good fish. looks like the Death Star almost. Alright, something a little different there. There's a more variety at the bottom, for sure. The good thing is, and I'm probably going to jinx myself by saying this, everything that we're catching is markers. So that's a good thing. But now we'll get some non-markers just because I said that. Non-marker coming up. Yep. The Emperor is coming with Darth Vader. Oh, I didn't even realize we were that close. Another Pollock. That's fantastic. Now, we were catching those on. This one was on the natural shrimp. That's the foam rubber 5. The Jigmeister. That's what I've been catching them on. This might be a cusk here. Got a little resistance to it. We'll see. Yep. It's not very big, but they fight like a truck, even if they're small. We're going to stop short of the bottom here for a second. Something super small. Probably a non-marker unless it's a Saury. Non-marker. I knew I jinxed myself eventually. So ideally you want to catch stuff on the drop so that you're not bringing them in the whole depth, but even at 35 or 40, it's not that long of a process bringing them up. All right, looks like we might have us another cusk here. Maybe not. I don't know. Usually they fight and then let up. Fight and then let up. This one doesn't seem to be letting up. Yeah, it's a cusk. No, it's a hake. There we go. 6.4. It's a nice one. It's got some chompers. 23,000 XP. I like it. So something a little different there. I've done videos here before. It's not really, a lot of people don't fish here, but I do well here. And I see a lot of fish on the radar. What did we catch him on? Foam rubber 2. Foam rubber 2. Let's see what that is here. Another sculpin. Foam rubber 2 is the red. Alright, another shorthorn sculpin. I don't even know if those are worth catching. Maybe we can get a cafe order for them, I guess. Let's see if we can get us something here off the bottom. Not getting a lot of action there. Stop again at 30, give it a couple perks. Perking! Strong perking. Alright, reel open. Yeah, non-marker there. We got one nice Pollock, but overall not doing great. Ugly sucker. All right. Let's put it in trolling mode here. We'll let her slow down a little bit. Not doing very good with this setup. We may want to try the other one. I'm trying to stay shallow. Might just be too shallow. Let's try right here, around this 30. Trying to hide under the boat. A little spiny. Not a bad fish. Obviously, he needs to be bigger, but at least it's a marker. We definitely don't want non-markers of those. Definitely not what we want. All right, let's go ahead and go to a deeper area here. Let's go up to this. I think this is a 55. Or even we can just go right here to this deeper area right in front of us. Is this a 90? Let's see what's showing up on the radar down there. Any big ones? Oh yeah. Only got one rose bead. Let's try this. See if we can get something a little bigger here. Go ahead and give it a shot here. We only got about 12 minutes left on our hour, so let's see if we can get something a little different here. Good thing about these hunters, this pilker setup, it doesn't take too long to get down there. It's not super quick, but it's not a week either. Go ahead and stop it. We got some rain coming in. I went fishing last week IRL, and I was hoping it was going to let up a little bit. 3 inches of rain in an hour. I got drowned. I was catching fish, but I wasn't really able to record much. Because my phone would have got ruined. was raining. Everything was wet. Every pocket in the tackle box that wasn't zipped up had water in it. It was all bad. All bad. Jeep smelled like wet dog for 3 days. And I was the wet dog. See if we can get us something here. Not so far, not very good. I did lose my Hunter 1000. If you hadn't heard, I made I broke a Vinga. $9,000, broke the gear mech. I'm trying to save up to get a big reel for this ocean rod, but I need double what I got, so it's going to take a while. I spent quite a bit trying to do the challenges, which I finally did just give up on. I couldn't get them. I was getting too frustrated, so I just had to walk away. Just had to walk away. Nothing, huh? Not gonna let me do that. Let's change this, because this ain't doing nothing. Blue wasn't doing crap either, huh? Try this 113 right here, this little pocket. The weather is miserable. This one's sinking a lot slower. It's not as heavy. My. What a slow bite rate. Let's catch a fish. It's been too long. 13 minutes. Oh my. I must be using every exact lure that nothing wants to eat. All right, we got something here. Hopefully it's something besides a cusk. All right, decent size safe. What did we catch him on? 2306. The pink That was our biggest fish, for sure, but probably not worth the most money. That bite didn't take too long. Hopefully this next one doesn't take that long either. Alright, it's smaller. Doesn't mean it's not a good fish. Depends on what it is. Well, it's a lot smaller. And it was a garbage safe. Nah, safes are not garbage, but under 3 is garbage. I mean, it's really only good for fillets. 3 silver or fillets. Be careful, don't cut up the one you don't want. That was a small one. Probably another safe. Oh, it was actually a hake. Decent safe there. Let's try to get us one more. Something a little decent here. So we'll get us one more fairly quickly. And then we'll go ahead and sell our fish. Probably not a big silver hour or whatever. Trolling was not very productive. The couple deep holes we tried was not very productive. Wasted some time there. Caught a lot of sculpins. So, you know, not quality fish. Did get a nice pollock. That's going to be probably the most expensive fish. We caught a decent hake too, which might be some decent silver. All right, let's go ahead and sell our fish here. I'm getting a little bit impatient. Let's just sell off our fish. Again, I don't think we got a very good silver trip here. Maybe we can get a cafe order for the sculptor. Maybe we can get lucky there. That gave us 150 basically. So that's going to help. That hake was the most expensive fish, I'm surprised. But that big saithe was not. So another 278. So a little over 4. These, honestly, you might as well turn these into bait fish. I have caught cods on them. So if you look at them, their eyes are a little glossed over. Here they look a little more dead. Guys, I do appreciate you hanging out with me today as always. Don't forget to make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Hit that like button. I do appreciate you. Until next time, have fun fishing. I'm out of here.